Where will you be when the wolves give way? When it's crashing down and falls away. Wishful thought won't take you far. When hell on earth is where you are. Win or lose, you pay the price someday. Welcome to paradise, for thieves and kings alike. The wasteland tolls our mortal souls tonight. Game on, it's time to shine. Our lives are on the line. The runes we strive will never thrive without the will to survive. It's a brutal curse to call this home, where the good men die and evil roams. 1,000 lives claimed by this land, a passing glint, the fall of man. Do or die, we fight to survive. Welcome to paradise, for thieves and kings alike. The wasteland tolls our mortal souls tonight. Game on, it's time to shine. Our lives are on the line. The runes we strive will never thrive without the will to survive. Where will you be when we rise again? When our enemies will meet the end. It's a whisper turned a battle cry. We're still here 'cause we refuse to die. Welcome to paradise, for thieves and kings alike. The wasteland tolls our mortal souls tonight. Game on, it's time to shine. Our lives are on the line. The runes we strive will never thrive without the will to survive.
Konbanwa Minagawas Miyaga Kesweki, your furry Vtuber and Vtuber representative, Welcome to paradise. Back to paradise. So, um, if you were here the last time, I'm starting to come around to this game. I have to be honest, at first I wasn't really liking it just from the just from the sheer load of information that you have to get through, the way people talk, and the it's just such a confusing environment. But once you like really get into it, it's actually pretty interesting. So I'm actually going to start things off with reviewing some of the information that we have so far. So first things first. So mainly, hey Jacob, what's going well? How are you? The main thing we're trying to figure out is who murdered the council. That is the crime to end all crimes. Last night, the council were murdered as they buried the next island through meditation. Was it a power play or killing for kicks? Who did it and why? Um, but this isn't completely accurate because we do not know if the council is actually murdered, because no one that we know of thus far has been inside the council chamber. Only the council can get into the council chamber, because of the four holy seals. So no one has actually seen any bodies or anything. They just found a suspect outside of the council chambers with the alleged murder weapon and with a stomach full of the council's blood. But we have not seen any bodies yet, so we don't know if they're actually dead or not, which is a whole nother element. We also have a person named KHX as missing. They're the Syndicate's master craftsman and designer of the second Holy Seal that protects the Council. He hasn't been seen for a number of days. No one has eyes on them yet. Henry is the man in possession. So Henry is the prime suspect. Most of the syndicate believes them to be the murderer. A decade ago, Henry became possessed by a demon, killing his mother and allowing demonic corruption to spill out into the world. The area around his apartment was sealed off and became the dead zone. During his arrest, he killed the syndicate's exorcist, Grace Bloodlines. For the last 10 years, he has been contained and sedated in the desolation cell with inhibitors. Um, and we have this information from Yuri Knight, who is the handler for Lydia. He has been facilitating the because the current island that we are on is dying and a new island has been created. He has been helping Lydia with getting the syndicate members off of the island onto the new one, which they've been doing with each island's death. This is the 24th island that is dying, and island 25, perfect 25, as it is colloquially known. Um, is the next island. So the library vault. The records in the library show that Yuri accessed the restricted vault. Amongst the most dangerous books of the grimoires about demons and communicating with dogs, with gods. God is dog spelled backwards. Did Yuri take these from the library? He says no. He says that he only takes books on architecture. Um, because he is the assistant, along with being the handler for Lydia. He is also the assistant for the architect, Camelina Silence. He says that he has only taken books on architecture to help Camelina with that. So, who killed the Holy Seal Marshals? So the first Holy Seal, they're actually the ones that are just guarding the council chamber. They were found dead outside the chamber. The first Holy Seal that protects the council is made up of 2 high-ranking guard justice marshals, fearsome warriors trained to neutralize potential threats to the council. Who killed them and how? Denied body examination. So, let's see. So, this is Dr. Doom Jazz. He is the doctor slash he did the autopsies for the he does autopsies, but he was denied. He could have done the autopsies for the council members because no one has seen their bodies. But anyway, he was denied the opportunity to do autopsies on the council members. Akiko, who is the where is she? She's not on the suspects here. Okay, no, this one. Akiko 14. She denied Dr. Doom Jazz the opportunity to do autopsies on the Grand Marshals. She claimed it was to honor their memory, believing she already had the killer in custody. There's one big thing here. Many of the syndicate members, they don't see the purpose of me being here because Henry is so clearly the murderer. So why did the judge even send for the investigator? Like, Henry is so obviously the person that did the murder, so why am I here? So many of them are very reluctant to help me. But if they don't assist me, I can bring them before the judge and on charges of obstruction of justice. So they're like very begrudgingly helping me. So far, Dr. Doom Jazz is the only one that has been forthcoming with information. But one more thing, blood mismatch. The dead marshal's blood doesn't match the records of the marshals that were supposed to be stationed here. Who was really guarding the council building? These marshals were assigned by Akiko. So they're not even official marshals. They have no clearance, except by Akiko 14. So there's some chicanery going on there. Demonic symbols, that's not all that important. I think that's a red herring, because the symbols match up with the demonic symbols on Henry's that Henry has etched into his body. But why would he leave those symbols there, as it would clearly connect him with the crime scene? So I think someone is trying to frame him with that nonsense. Tire marks in the council building, repelling gear. There's all that going on. That's like I think this is like this is secondary information here. It might be important, it might not be, but I'm trying to get to the main stuff. So the second Holy Seal, it's just space. It's just space. You walk through the door and it's space. It would take according to one of the other demons that keeps following me around, it takes a high level demon to get through the second Holy Seal, which possibly the demon that is possessing Henry Division would have the capability. But so that increases the chance that he is the one that broke through that second seal. But still, we're not sure yet. Henry's escape. So, the witness. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals, and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. And not being apprehended in the council chambers, but being apprehended outside of the council chambers. So, overcoming inhibitors. Witness has previously asked if anything can overcome Henry's inhibitors. He claimed it was to ensure that the islands fail perfectly. Doom Jazz told him that Henry would need a massive adrenaline spike. A massive adrenaline spike. So that is what could overcome the inhibitors. But there were no outside drugs in the system according to Doom Jazz. There are other drugs that could break the inhibitors that would allow the demon possessing him to fully manifest, I guess. But but all it would take is like a massive adrenaline spike. So that could be done by many things, I suppose. So, unsorted evidence. Otherwise, leave no stone unturned. Okay. So that's like, some other stuff. Okay. The name is great, blah, blah, blah. More supplementary information. So, okay. So right now, that's most of what's going on right now. So, I can now cross the bridge to the island where Henry's being held. So I really need to talk to him. I thought the witness to the end was his title at first. I guess that's actually his name. Hard to tell with how weird this game is. I think it's both their title and their name. Let's see. Where can I take you? You can take me. Well, first I need to cross the bridge. Shit. Seat of Justice outside courthouse. Is that not River Substation? Okay. This is where I need to go. Cross the bridge. Bridge is. Shit. Oh, music. There's a tape in here. Last Dance 20. You spun me around. I wanted it to last forever. We were roller skating. I wanted to never take them off. The setting sun sparkled on the ocean. Cool. Where is? Bridge is somewhere. Okay. But how do I? Hold on. I can get this blood crystal.
Blood crystal obtained.
How do I get in there? Oh, okay. These bonds in the prison bridge have been destroyed. I presume this is how Henry got out. The distillation cell is connected to the mainland by this bridge. There's some residue. I'll run it through Starlight. Residue sample. 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found.
What the hell?
This is thermite. It doesn't seem to be demonic in nature, just an old-fashioned explosive. Someone may have melted through these bars. Oh, not exploded, but melted through. That's the most normal thing I've seen so far. Leave. I have clearance, motherfucker. Let's see. Okay, how do I do this, and curved horn, like very curved horn. I need the other side. There you go. No, that's not it. Let's see the other. Oh, there it is. Okay. Longhorn Steakhouse. Let's see, Little Horns, Little Horn Skull. What a bridge. They're letting up my arrival. What is that building? Is that the... I'm not sure what that's in relation to. Oh yeah, this is a prison. Unlock the save point. Bridge to nowhere. This bridge appears when the planets align. Those who walk across the bridge travel to a new reality, trapped there when the bridge disappears. Is it a good reality or a bad reality? You decide. I'm gonna look at some other stuff first. Akiko. Nenorachito. That's how you say it.
What the hell?
Pardon? I'm calling you something unspeakable in my native language.
I'm glad to be back.
Good to see you again, Akiko. Grand Master Akiko 14. Born in Mihai Day, Romania in 991. Almost the same age as Doom Jazz under the sign of New Night. The Grand Marshal recruits, trains, and leads her marshals in any military activity the Syndicate performs. Akiko was born an orphan in Mihai, Romania, during the reign of the gods. She was drafted into the army of New Night as Damned Harmony's forces pushed across Eastern Europe. The same Damned Harmony that I fell for. At age 13, she was leading guerrilla operations after excelling at hand-to-hand and weapons-based combat. When the Great Betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. New Night had given her a home and a purpose. She had no intention of forsaking her god. I'll brief you on the murderer. Nah.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Suspected murderer. We haven't been to trial yet. Everyone gets a fair shake. Whatever you say. Which means... shut the hell up! Henry Division has been incarcerated for a decade. Before his incarceration, he was arrested multiple times for arson, robbery, and assault and attempted celestial rituals. He had been under watch by his school and served a short jail time for attempting to communicate with the gods in a failed ritual. 1 year later, he succeeded in communicating with the gods. Why do I keep calling them dogs? Demons poured into the psychic pathways he opened. Henry was possessed by a demon and killed his mother in their apartment. We arrested him, but he had already tainted the island. We sealed off the area around his apartment, the concrete sarcophagus over the dead zone. Henry resisted arrest and murdered our chief exorcist Grace Bloodlines. He has been kept here in Desolation Cell full of inhibitors ever since.
Ow.
So how did he escape? I removed him from his cell and took him to the ritual stone. The blood pools in the recess of the stone and stops the tainted liquid from touching the island. That seems like an easy way to get the prisoner out. Like, you have to drain his blood so that his blood doesn't taint the island. But you're taking him out of the cell, so... Labaju took his chance when I opened the cell. He pushed me aside and then he was gone. This was at 23:52, 11:52. Well, thank you for doing such a great job of guarding him, Grand Marshal. I see we picked the best person for the job. Lack of injuries. Yeah, if you're struggling with a demon-possessed person,
I have a bad feeling about this.
you appear uninjured. This is Masahiro Heavy Industries Bleeding Edge Shikagawa Power Armor. How? Armor. The armor wasn't enough to stop a citizen. It's the Prost. When you face a demon in battle, you get to comment, freak. How did Henry get a murder weapon? He took my combat knife. So it was your knife that he used. When he escaped in the struggle, he grabbed my knife. What struggle? Did he attack you? No, he took it and ran. Where did you find him? Outside the council building at 12:03. He was passed out. The demon did his work and left him broken. He had the knife with him. I attempted to secure the crime scene but was unable to. We are not able to traverse the second holy seal. Astribune Satea Duni Nabi, and wrap this up so we can execute him and go to the next island, Love Dies.
Paradise feels wrong.
Our orders are to investigate before we execute him. Don't drag this out. Do your work and let me do mine. But you didn't. You let the prisoner escape. If you want to get real, Akiko, let's get real, alright? Here's my report about last night. And the report on the Lava Jew's history. It's like you're being very, very persnickety for someone that failed to do their one job, or one of their two jobs is train marshals and guard the prisoner. Dr. Doom Jazz left his medical report with me as well. Take it. Doom Jazz examined Henry. When we found him, we called the doctor. It's standard practice to get him examined. Speak to Doom Jazz if you want to know more. You had one job and you blew it. Exactly. Oh, Jesus. This is Dr. Doom Jazz's medical report for Henry. Doom Jazz examined him last night after his arrest. Syndicate Health Assessment Document, Citizen Version.
Got it.
Examination instructions state that citizens should be examined but not administer medication or care beyond what is necessary. Patient's body is strong but fatigued, shows clear signs of possession, scarring, burns, and arcane sigils. Blood work shows no signs of abnormalities or intoxication.
That's weird.
Patient had visible blood through the mouth. Tests show his blood matches several victims of the council murder. Victim's blood.
Sure.
But we still don't know if they've actually been murdered. Further samples confirm that blood was ingested via the mouth within the stomach of the patient, likely ingested during the attack. Patient appears free from mental illness, but is suffering from amnesia, a common side effect of demonic possession. Patient has no memory of the decades since his possession. Patient doesn't remember anything about the events of tonight. Collapse most likely due to extreme exhaustion from overexertion.
I hate demons.
During the patient's possession 10 years ago, arcane sigils were seared into his flesh by the possessing demon. These symbols were found, drawn in blood at the crime scene. Since no exorcism was performed 10 years ago, Henry has been tortured by the demon contained within him. Did anyone try to exorcise him 10 years ago?
Ooh, the investigator is here.
During prior examinations, the patient has complained about the white-hot rage inside of him. The patient's body had the correct dosage of demonic inhibitors. My final assessment is that the demon within the patient managed to overcome the inhibitors at a crucial moment. The patient escaped under the will of the demon with no memory of it having happened.
Got it.
Well, everything checks out. Well, there is the demon-possessed citizen in question, looking like a JoJo villain.
The investigator is here.
This is where Henry started from, according to Akiko. She claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 1203. Starlight can crunch the numbers. The distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have got back to the penthouse entrance to be found at the time Akiko claims. So Lydia is extremely culpable here. She is the only one here with a car. And by here I mean on this island. And you don't see any tire tracks here, but I did find them on top of the council building. So she had to have driven Henry from here to the council chamber. Henry Division. Possessed citizen accused of murder. Who the fuck are you? What an introduction. The prime suspect. A citizen born to Rena Division 27 years ago. Father unknown. Arrested multiple times by the marshals for assault, robbery, arson, and torture. Imprisoned in the desolation cell after killing his mother during his possession 10 years ago. Intellectual and creative, but finds it difficult to apply himself. He struggled through his schoolwork until he became aware of demonology and suddenly developed an interest in occult mathematics. I said, who the fuck are you? Also, not the biggest boulder I've seen, but it can't be ignored, you know? Very little.
Like this.
An investigator with very little patience.
I'm shocked.
Go fuck yourself.
Love dies.
We doing this the hard way.
The facts.
Like I have a choice.
That's it.
Let's start with your history. You're a citizen born on this island 27 years ago. No one knows who your father is.
Shocked. Stunned.
That's weird, isn't it, investigator? You syndicate fucks control this whole island, but you don't know who fucked my mom? No DNA check? No nothing.
That's it.
You've been in and out of the Marshall Detention Center more times than anyone else.
Crime is repulsive.
Fighting, robbery, arson, torture, and then finally you got locked up when you were possessed by a demon and killed your mother.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You broke the law instead of communicating with the gods.
Paradise feels wrong.
An act forbidden because the psychic pathways open allow demons, other alien races, to enter our reality and corrupt the island. I grew up without a down and synthetic island in a different reality, forced to worship gods that want to rule the world. I needed something to do. And some fucks started giving me books on demonology. Said I was a gifted astral communicator or some shit. So someone gave him the books. You don't know who it was? Are you fucking deaf? Sounds like I need to look into this.
Demon wants to see its island.
Sounds like I need to look into this.
Don't test me.
I'm going to need a drink after this. I'm going to... Stop it. You couldn't handle communicating with cosmic beings and a demon possessed you. Cosmic radiation poured out of you and now we have the dead zone. A demon possessed you and you killed your mother and Grace Bloodlines, our chief exorcist. Whatever you fucking say. I'll go the sympathetic route, although I doubt he'll be receptive to it. I understand this is hard. You're the victim of possession. The fuck do you understand? I don't even know you. What do you know about demons?
Like this.
I used to be the head of the Paradise Cycle Unit. My investigations touched on gods and demons. Used to be? I let a god get into my head. He almost wiped the islands out. I was exiled. Cosmic radiation is actually demon energy in this universe. I didn't really catch up on that, but I suppose it is. The gods make the sun, I suppose. Or the demons make the sun. Or the gods make the sun and the demons radiate out of it. So the gods make the demons. Noted. Poetic. Two lawbreakers. What could go wrong? Are we going to fucking get down to some actual questioning or what? Demonic possession.
The investigator is here.
Before that, tell me about the demon inside you. I've had 10 years of this fucking thing writhing around inside me. Glass shards in my bones. Blood boiling. Flesh on fire. It's been a real fucking party. How does the demon make you act? My body used to be real pretty. Now look at me. I'm a gray husk covered in this demonic shit. These sigils constantly cook my flesh. 10 years of the stench of my own flesh being seared. I see it's had a pretty negative impact on my outlook and behavior. You got any fucking questions or what? What's your motive for killing the council? Is that a joke, investigator?
Be the bad guy, right?
You syndicate fucks drag us citizens from the real world onto your shithole island and treat us like cattle. We worship your gods when you leech our psychic energy. I hate you. I hate the syndicate. I hate your council. That's my motive. I don't know about anyone else, especially all you syndicate fucks. That's pretty straightforward. What about the demon inside you? I can feel it on the edge of my consciousness all the time. Shadows on the periphery of my vision.
Test me.
Did it make you kill? This demon is pure rage. White hot, scalding rage has burned my mind for a decade. The demon wants to see this island scorched into nothing. So, can't be reasoned with. Noted. I'd do anything to placate him. I think that's for real right there. Direct. Did you do it? Did you kill the council of martial guards? I don't remember. I've been told I killed them. Maybe I did. My memory is fleeting, like mirages in the desert that disappear when I get close. Do you remember anything about the night? New night.
That's strange.
New night. The warrior goddess. My mind is like a desert covered in fog. I can see this coming out of the fog and sometimes I can walk towards them and latch on. My memory about last night is different. There's nothing there. No fog, no desert. Just an expanse. His memory was tampered with. I'm 100% sure that his memory was tampered with. I believe him when he says that he doesn't remember. I don't think he would be trying to lie about not killing the council. He's openly admitted to hating the council, the syndicate, this whole concept of being an island. He has every reason to want to kill the council. So, I don't think he's lying when he says he doesn't remember. But someone erased his memory. But why would someone erase his memory? Maybe because his memory would reveal who actually put him up to it. Maybe who supplied the books to him, who helped him to escape. Like, all of that would also be included with his memory of killing, of quote unquote killing the council. Except I can see New Night. Did someone say New Night to you last night? No, I don't know. Maybe? I think I saw the goddess. You saw a goddess. Was this before or after you were found by the marshals? I don't fucking know, investigator. Why don't you go and find out instead of making me do your job? This island has lots of statues of the gods. I need to find a statue of New Night. She's the goddess of warriors. The bears may be a good place to start. Did you see Yuri last night? Who the fuck is that? He doesn't know who Yuri is. That's interesting. I would think, is the syndicate, are the individual members of the syndicate not known to the citizens? I would think that being such a high-profile citizen, even though he is like he's high-profile because he's a murderer and a criminal, that he would have some knowledge about the members of the syndicate. Not knowing who Yuri is. Tell me about how you ended up like this. What's to tell? A bored kid finds his calling and gets punished for it. That calling being illegally communicating with the gods and causing a demonic invasion. We all need a hobby, and now I'm here. Started from the bottom, now I'm here. Did you kill the martial guards outside the council building? Yes. No. If you say so. No memory? Are you beginning to get the hint? Henry, did you go to the second holy seal? The what?
Got it.
Did you go to a plateau on a barely known planet in space to get to the council last night? Can you even hear yourself? What the fuck does any of that mean? No memory? You're beginning to get it. Is there a point to asking him any of this? He doesn't fucking remember. Tell me how you escaped. You fucking tell me, investigator.
The demon wants to see this island.
I can't remember. Can you remember anything before you escaped? Agitation, screams inside me. They woke me up for the first time in years. Screams? There was a burst of them. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I wanted to burst out of this world.
Investigator is here.
Any idea what caused this? It's your fucking job to find out. Agitation. Maybe the agitation is what gave him the adrenaline rush, which is what stopped the inhibitors. Someone agitated the demon, and that agitation gave Henry an adrenaline rush, and that activated the demon's abilities. That's possible. He's not gonna know who KHX is, I bet. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Who the fuck is that? Yep, okay. Kamalina. Did you see the architect last night? Who? Alright, cool. The doctor last night. Did you see the doctor last night? How should I know? Alright. I got some good information from him, actually. He doesn't remember last night, but there's a lot that I gleaned from that. Someone gave him the books on demonology. which definitely means that someone on the council, not on the council, but the syndicate, is like almost certainly responsible for this. Okay. Where should I head next? Should I? Should I go talk to Doom Jazz about the... Oh, wait. I can look at the autopsy now. The medical report states injuries with amnesia is caused by demonic possession. Symbols scarring his body were drawn in blood at the crime scene. The blood of his victims. It speculates the demon inside him overcame the inhibitors that kept him sedated. I'm gonna go talk to Doom Jazz. Although I should go to the apartments. That's where the statues are. This door leads to the barracks. This is a secure tunnel to the desolation shelter where Henry is incarcerated. It's quoted only to Akiko's blood vial. So I need to go. Drink cause browse cold drinks. I have no idea what any of those do. What is this area? Monument to the Moon. The sphere of death is split in two by a great chasm. We feel the grim silence from the deserted city on the dark side.
Getting saved. On travel unload.
Symbols of the possessed. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to jump into the sluice. Oh! Nice. Mushy mushy. Crimson acid. Hello. I was hoping you would have come to see me by now, lady. Hello, Crimson. You remember my voice, but you don't come and visit? I wanted to, but I have no idea where you are on this island. Come to find me in the sewers under the apartments. I have a nice little setup there. Cool. That's a good place for a pop star. What are you doing in the sewers? You've been gone for 10 islands. Things change. I'm trading secrets for money. I've got things to tell you for a price. I got something for Starlight as well. A nice upgrade that will shine a light on some truths. You're gonna need some firmware upgrades to break into all the nightmare computers. I got one to sell you. Then I'll take a trip to the sewers. If you're having trouble finding me, use Starlight's AR mode. Starlight's function is supposed to be a secret. Give us the program, lady. I'll just set myself to findable. I'll show up in the AR mode now. I'll be waiting. Bring crystals. I'm not running a charity. Alright. I don't have very many blood crystals. Oh. I didn't realize that this is actually where they were.
Crimson acid.
Also, I didn't realize this is a goat lady. Good to see you again, lady. It's been too long. Born in the hospital. I'm gonna keep using the same voice though. Unless she has an accent. Born in the hospital of Armado Goat, England, in 1002 under the sign of Endless Moon. As a teenager, Crimson left home to fight for Endless Moon in France. She accepted guerrilla operation and became known as the glamour of the battlefield due to her stunning beauty and presence. When the great betrayal happened, she fled to join the Syndicate. Hello, Starlight. We're in a dark time. Someone has played a hell of a hand against the Syndicate. It's bad enough to bring the exile back.
Sorry.
Forgive me for being blunt, Crimson, but... The head? Things changed. While you were gone, I got blessed by the gods. I became a furry. The new look suits you. It adds a certain je ne sais quoi to the ensemble.
That's strange.
What's the A to B to C with the sewer pad? Quiet place to get away from everyone. After I became blessed, Monster convinced me to be the Syndicate's idol.
Secrets are dangerous.
Someone for the citizens to look up to. If you pray hard enough and serve the gods as best you can, yada yada yada, you too can become a furry. That kind of thing. It's good to have a place to hide away and run my sideline. Everyone needs their own space. What happened to the glamour of the battlefield? Been a long time since anyone called me that. The old life is over. You miss it? Everyone misses their old life. Nostalgia is a curse, lady. I don't miss exile. Give it time. You're stepping into the viper's nest. So, you want to buy a secret? You think Henry did it?
Be coy.
Do you? I'm asking you. I don't have enough details. How did he escape? How did he breach the seals? The answer to every question seems to be a hand wave, and he's possessed by a demon. Convenient answers are dangerous. What secrets do you have? Anyone got a motive for last night? Lady, I've got lots of secrets to tell. I can give you a lot of different people's motives. I don't have an opinion about who did it.
Got it.
Who's got a motive then? These all come at a price. I'm not handing out candy. Secrets took a lot of work to acquire. I got something on the Grand Marshal, the Architect, the Doctor, the Happy Couple, and Witness.
Business is business.
Take your pick, but come with your wallet. You're going to make a tidy profit. You got a point. Oh, this is going to be very expensive. A mass murder opens the market for people looking to buy secrets. That an accusation? I've still got some investigating to do. I'm going to be straight up with you, lady. This island is full of snakes, and I want you to hear this from me. I hate what the Syndicate have done to me. I'm an idol they trot out to rally the citizens. I gloss over the misery with a pretty smile. I haven't got anything against idols, but this isn't for me. Monster had devolved into paranoia. Sorry to speak ill of the dead. He was tightening his grip on us all. One of the first things to go on the next island is my little emporium. Dictators can't have someone peddling secrets, can they? Is that enough to drive you to kill the entire council? No, I didn't do it, but someone did, and they're going to want to shift the blame. That's why I'm being straight with you.
The investigator is here.
Yuri's got some things to say about you.
Boy.
I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in with the marshals.
Breed mysteries.
How'd you two start talking about that?
Got it.
Asking around about motives. And he thinks that's enough to be my motive. That I killed the counselor just to get to be a marshal. Are you denying it?
We're in a dark time.
No, it's true. Lady, do you really think that's motive for mass murder? Tenuous state of terror. By creating a state of terror, you can make a strong case for it. Lady, you're letting the snakes get to you. That little plan you cooked up is a hell of a stretch. There's absolutely no guarantee it would work. If I did do it, don't you think that the marshals would circle the wagons? If everyone is a suspect, you can't have a potential murderer joining the marshals.
Investigator is here.
What if you were working with Akiko? Then why would she tell you? I'll let you off since Exile has obviously dulled your reasoning. You come at with garbage like this again and our arrangement may come to an end. Wow. Where were you last night? I was here at my hideout, waiting for Lydia's pickup. I'm always one of the last to leave the islands. Yuri thinks he's funny by making me wait. I left when Jez summoned everyone for the crisis meeting. Any evidence of that? None. No alibi.
I don't.
Bang bang, little monkey man, playing with the big guns only because he's slaying. I ain't playing, I'm just saying. That paints you in a bad light. I can only tell you the truth. If I knew a mass murder was going down, I'd have got a way to corroborate my alibi. There weren't any whispers of about what was going to happen. Nothing. If Henry did do this, and whoever did it managed to keep it extremely quiet. Am I taking your word on that? I'm running a business here. If I have something, I'll sell it to you. Got any secrets to tell about KHX?
Who knows?
Why are you asking? He's missing. He designed the second Holy Seal and that was key to getting the council. I haven't heard anything about it. I know he's missing, but nothing has come up. I think that was the first lie she's told me so far. Akiko's motive. Why would Akiko kill the council?
It's booming.
Secrets aren't. Pay for knowledge. I'll come back. Kamalina's motive, Doom Jazz's motive, Lydia and Sam's motive, Yuri's alibi. Did you see Yuri last night? I need to come up with more blood crystals if I want what motives they would have, according to her. Did you see Yuri last night? Yuri handles Lydia on the last night of an island. You should speak to her. Can you tell me anything about the Marshal station at the first seal? This is a juicy one, lady. You buying? Huh.
Nice doing business with you.
No pain, no secrets. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
It's breed mysteries.
Henry's possession worries me. Nothing is surface about it. It's either as they say or someone is keeping it a secret. How did he get the knowledge to communicate with the gods? The library in the HQ is full of forbidden grimoire. She only tells me things for free when she doesn't know anything. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? One of the secrets I've never been able to get my hands on. What do you know about the escape last night? Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me. Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me about Henry's escape. You think there's more to it than there seems. There might be physical evidence near the scene. If what the report says is true, the only way to the council building is through the Syndicate HQ. If he went through there, he'd have been logged. Check the nightmare computer logs. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? I got nothing more than what Akiko says. Did you see what I did last night? I know something about his clinic but won't charge you. Find the back door. There's a back door. Did you see the architect last night? I heard she was hanging out with Witness last night. You should ask her. Seems odd. Come to the right place. Guess you're breaking into those nightmare computers looking for evidence, right? I've got an upgrade which will give Starlight the ability to read more of the symbols. Get you into more systems and more evidence. 10 blood crystals, best offer. Time to hunt for blood crystals. Your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Whew! Gotta find those blood crystals. Now there's an economy. Can't be spending them all on fast travel.
Getting saved.
But I need to unlock this.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight in the tank.
Incomprehensible. The universe will kill you. If you ever learn the true nature of it, you will die. The enormity of the universe will crack your mind in two. That could very much be the case. Oh god, the fucking demon. This is a work of art. The integrity of the Syndicate is the canvas. A knife is the brush. Is it modern art? Abstract? Formal? Who can say? I always hated art. Anyway, gotta run! Nice chatting with you, as always. Okay. Let's see how that's connected. Another desk apartment, small rooms and some have an ocean view. Terrifying, harrowing view of the liquid abyss. A Mahjong club meets in one building every week. Well, thanks for telling me about the Mahjong. I don't think I'll ever get a chance to play it. Not that I know how to play Mahjong.
Blood crystal obtained. Blood crystal obtained.
I can hear Shinji laughing.
Blood crystal obtained.
Oh, there he is. I don't know how to play Mahjong either. It just seemed too complicated to me. I've heard that it's actually not. Although there are like several regional variants. There's American Mahjong, there's Chinese Mahjong, there's Japanese Mahjong. And you have to know like first of all, you have to know which region you're trying to play. Because all of them have slightly different rules. I like Carmelina's dog. It's about the only thing I do like on this shithole island.
Test me.
You're breaking my heart. Don't get the wrong impression. You're near the top of the good part of the list. You made my day, Shinji. Don't patronize me, Love Dies. Why does he keep following me around? Is he just bored?
Blood crystal obtained.
At least the blood crystals don't seem too hard to find. They're kind of scattered all over the place. Open. Hey, there's I think it was in a park near the apartments. Okay. Park near the apartments. The Deep Factory. A sacred reward for pyramid envisioning. A citizen was very faithful. Kenji is the one to thank for scattering the crystals all over the place. Oh yeah, I remember. I forgot about that. The plaque says the green ghost sparks a flame. We're redistributing the wealth.
Getting saved.
I'm looking for a park. I think it's gonna be down here. Oh, that's what this. Oh, okay. I see how it's connected. Those are the sewers over there. I think I need to keep my search around here. I need a park. Paradise Island, 249th annual worship date with Crimson Acid competition. Find the winning ring. Pull on a can of Dead Nebula's new Acid's favorite premium beer and win a worship date with your favorite idol. A worship date. I don't know, I needed a competition. Remnant obtained. Glistening stone. A small but bright stone. Looking at it makes the world around you fade away. You can hear distant memories imprinted on the stone by the wearer. This one is full of happiness. But the only happy thing around here. It's traditional to donate and let blood and pray at a temple. No. The syndicate encourages people to become furries? I mean, the god is a goat, so I mean, it seems like they're all furries anyway.
Getting saved.
Some people get very obsessive about grasshoppers. It's a fascinating grasshopper. I'm looking for a ring. The ring that the ghost dropped. Questionable donation. Citizens sometimes throw coins in the fountains for luck. Luck doesn't exist. Yes, it does. You just can't quantify it. Lurid Crimson Acid Phone Chime. A Crimson Acid Phone Chime mostly collected by men, but she has quite a few female fans. Nice. She has pansexual appeal.
First crystal obtained.
I'm not seeing a ring. Is it here? I don't think I can get up there anyway. This is a park. I'm not sure if it's the park that the ghost was talking about. I feel like I could talk to you all day, Lady Love Dies. What's in your mind? Everything, nothing. You know how it is. Feeling quite relaxed. You're the only one on this island that is. That's why you're in this situation. Too many people that take things too seriously. They don't think about others, just their own advancement. That isn't how a perfect society runs.
That's weird.
Do you come from a perfect society? You don't get this attitude and charming personality unless you're coming from a place where everyone in the government is looking to scapegoat you for their own cruelty and fuck-ups.
Sure.
You, personally? Of course not me personally. The lower classes. No time to chat, things to do. But I thought you'd say... Okay, alright, he's gone. There's the elevator. I need to look around down here. Oh, blood crystal. I see you. I gotta buy secrets from the big titty goat girlfriend.
First crystal obtained. Relic obtained.
Mushrooms grow all over the island and are prized for their variety of flavors. It's so expensive to travel to fast travel.
First crystal obtained.
Oops. And one game I saw on Steam recently that I really want to start playing is Stray. Have you seen that one? It looks
First crystal obtained.
really interesting. I can't remember ever playing a game where you control like an actual cat. A mother pleads for mercy. Her son transgressed. Love between the syndicate and the citizens is expressly forbidden. Still playing the ship of a game? Yes, I am. How are you, Crafty Dragon? Seeing a lot of buzz on Stray. It sounds like people really like it. Yeah, it's a game with a cat. People were never not going to like it. Even if it was shit, people were going to love it. But it's just an added bonus that it seems to be a good game. Stream reminds me of a kinder 3D Rain World. I'm not familiar with Rain World. I'll take your word for it. This is not where the ring is gonna be, for sure. I feel like I'm just Genmeka is the best tea. Anyone that says different is a liar or hasn't tried. That's a straight fact. Straight facts on only straight facts here in Paradise Killer. The facts and truths are not one and the same. The blood crystal.
Crystal obtained.
I have 9. I have enough to buy some secrets. But I want to have some more stashed away. Okay. And turn that off or on. I think my brother participated in the Kickstarter for Rain World. There's a staircase. This, a lost cat, part of a family in an unfamiliar world, trying to potentially reunite with them. Shit! Motherfucker. The only difference is that in Rain World, everything is actively trying to kill you.
Blood crystal obtained.
Speedrun strats.
Blood crystal obtained.
Including the rain. It sounds difficult. It's locked from the other side.
Blood crystal obtained.
Hi. You know what I like? Long walks on the beach. Something on the beach, if you know what I'm saying. I was gonna say knives. I like knives. I like knife crime. A good stab, an excellent slash. You put a knife in the right hand and you can change the world. Ooh, good luck with that, bro. This would be an amazing character in a tabletop RPG. Ah, fuck. Shinji's an interesting character. Interesting is one word for it. He does break up the monotony of traveling from place to place. Oh, okay, that's how I do it. Alright, get down in there. Wonder what his story is. Malicious secretive cassette obtained. The syndicate monitor all phone calls so citizens record messages for each other on cassette tapes. I believe he's just a demon from another world. He got isekai'd. I think he explained his story before, but I kind of forgot it. Dealing with everything else I have to remember. Isn't everyone just a demon from another world? You know what? If you consider your mother's vagina another world, then yes. It's not your mother specifically that I'm talking about, but like everyone's mom, including mine. I'm referring to this game. Oh! It said everyone. I thought you were talking about like everyone in the world. No, they actually aren't. They're just people that live for thousands of years, millions of years actually. I don't think they're demons. At least not to them they aren't. Maybe other people view them as demons, but lock from the other side. Wow. What an amazing lock. Cool. Except the citizens who are all kidnapped to work here. That too.
Key item obtained.
I got a green crest. That's not the ring I'm looking for. I don't think I'm ever gonna find that ring. What's this connected to? Need to find the power switch. There it is. Hey, is this the park that he was talking about? Music!
Music obtained.
Sunset song. Watch the sunset with me. Listen to the ocean. Just one last time. The sunset heals all. This paradise is creeping me out. When the veil falls and the naked body of crime is exposed, the island begins to crumble. The balance is tilted and the illusion falls apart.
I'm glad to be back.
That's poetic. I'm trying it out. I know you think I'm an asshole. I'm gonna be speaking nice ago. It's hard though.
To be back.
You're doing well. You're making me blush, loved eyes. Peace! Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking stingy. He's doing his best. Aren't we all? Suspicious videotape. Unmarked videotape struck fear in the minds of the cautious. What's on it? Who made it? Why was it abandoned? Will it be put on a list if the authorities know that I have it in my possession? Probably not a VHS tape, no. For everyone in the city of Misa making XP of Shinji. I don't know what an XP is. XP what? You keep using all of these terms, Crafty Dragon. I'm not a tabletop RPG player. I don't know what all of your terminologies are. Speak the King's English.
Blood crystal obtained.
Okay. There was no point in coming up here. Nice. Thanks for that. Luckily, I don't take fall damage. I think. Whoop. Oh, well, okay. This is one way to do it. I can't fall directly down. There we go. In loving memory of Tamago, the best Hamu and my best friend. Aww. Tamago.
Blood crystal obtained.
Ah, shit, motherfucker. I heard Shinji laughing and it threw me off. Wiktionary, a character in a work of fiction, the standard and knockoff of a character from an unrelated work or of a real person. An exported character and Crafty beat me to it. How did they beat you to it? You type so slow, Jacob. It takes you so long to say things. I want to talk to Shinji. Let me talk to Shinji. There we go. Gazing across an endless cosmic desert, drifting through an abyssal sea, dreaming of an antique summit and a monolithic city overlooking an impossible cavern. All the good shit, you know? Island sequence 6 memento obtained. 6 island sequence reunited in hope. A great light falls upon the island. Is it a message from an astral god? Probably. It means, hey, fuck off. That's what the gods are saying. Who are you to say otherwise? Oh look, there's a dog. Really? Remember, once you learn something, you suffer the curse of knowledge. As I do not know what you don't know.
Blood crystal obtained.
You're not the only one cursed with knowledge. Sequence 5 meant to obtain. The sin of silence. Our architect Romeo silences the sea by cosmic deceit. Lured into treason against us by a god, he is executed and the Silence family are forbidden from ascending to the council. But they can still be architects. Oh! Bear-chan!
That's weird.
What's the dog doing here?
Sure.
Your name tag says Bear-chan. Is that your name, Bear-chan? You look expectant. Are you after treats? I'll see if I can find you some treats. Well, that's my new mission. I gotta find Bear-chan some treats. You gotta do it. But do you know what I don't know that you don't know? No, I don't. In fact, I only know one thing for certain. What is that one thing that you know for certain?
Those crystals obtained.
Oh, look, it's one of these. A remnant. Creased employee card obtained. Ezra Albertine. Assigned to the Reality Floating Drive power station found next to a fish tank. Found sleeping next to a fish tank? I hope. I know for certain that I know nothing for certain. Haha. That's philosophy. Duplicated rotten eggs. Some citizens formed a black market in eggs. They found a way to illegally get large quantities of them to illicitly trade. Are eggs forbidden? Only fools and fanatics are certain of everything they believe. Okay. I think I have enough. I definitely have a good enough. Oh, hello. Hello, Rapture Ghost. I'm just not gonna bother with her right now. All those that work from basic assumptions.
Those crystals obtained.
That's one thing that's dangerous to do in a game like this is make assumptions. Not this way.
Those crystals obtained.
I really have a good amount of blood crystals right now. I can go back and buy some. Whoops. Buy some secrets from Crimson. Oh, we're back to the way of the blood bar. They're the currency. Time moves differently on the island. I can't decide if I like it. Nor can I. It does things to people. What kinds of things? It twists people, distorts their hearts. I think that's happened to me. So do I. You mean you also think it happened to you? Or you
Relic obtained.
or you think it's happened to him? You second the idea that it happened to him. Made in ex-bourbon cask, has a fruity taste, best savored in an enveloping fog. Do not look at the other people enjoying the fog. Alright. Just drink your whiskey. Don't look at the people enjoying the fog. Don't do it. Don't be doing that.
Getting saved. Fine travel unlocked.
Okay, so
Starlight skins
bunch
obtained.
of beautiful water to catch the vibes. It's the only way. Existing without vibes is no existence at all. Ain't that the truth? Let's go. Let's drive to the sewer. I got some secrets to buy. Secrets tell no one. Secrets hurt someone.
Crimson acid.
Okay. Akiko's motive. Why would Akiko kill the council?
Booming.
Deal.
Cute.
Good crystals. Minimal imperfections. Akiko as a soldier is through and through. She's also their leader. They're the only family she's ever wanted. The marshals aren't syndicate though. They're citizens. A security measure by Montserrat. They don't have our immortality and they don't get moved between islands. That makes them expendable too. Precisely. So yeah. So only the syndicate members move between islands. The citizens, when it's time for a new island to be birthed, when the present island dies, or in order to kill the present island, all the citizens are rounded up in a ritual and summarily slaughtered. That is the fate of every citizen. They say that they get reborn to the next island, but there is no other life for the citizens. They are just killed. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die or get left behind. She wants them in the syndicate, get them gene therapied up and create a battalion of immortal soldiers, and her heartache. She has motioned the syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted, but refused every time. She's hurting and she's angry.
That's strange.
What does she get from murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. She'd used the murder to scare the new council. The Untouchables became touched by the hand of death.
I have my ways.
She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoated on a citizen and pin the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into the syndicate.
Ooh, the investigator.
Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely. Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup.
Don't be coy.
If Akiko did this, she proves that the threat isn't from the marshals.
Got it.
Got any proof? Sure I do. I pulled this from the Moon database. You never know when something like this will come in useful. Thanks. Lady, here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with the troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the islands. Oh my god. This is like, you know, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Like doing all of this, I'm like, ooh, tell me more. Like, you know that feeling? It's like, oh my gosh, she's been fucking her troops? Holy shit! Oh goodness, okay. Is there someone special on this island? Captain Voth. He's the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. Like, you know, normally I'm like not really into gossip. Like I don't care who fucking Justin Timberlake or whoever is going out with. I don't care. That's not really important to me. But like when you tell me that Akiko 14 has had several relationships with the marshals that she's been trading, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird. The highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island. So he was murdered last night.
Secrets breed mystery.
Looks that way. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council to push her agenda through, get her marshals into the syndicate, and make them immortal.
Sure.
That's a pretty big bet to make. I agree. Something doesn't add up.
Sure.
I'm not convinced Voth died last night.
Range.
Don't tease, lady. That sounds like a secret. Don't secrets have costs?
Weird.
I'll refund you for our earlier transaction.
Oh, I'm glad to
It's
be
a
back.
deal. Taking my first steps into the secret trading industry. Pleasure doing business. I love Crimson Acid so much more. Oh my god. The dead marshals outside the council building aren't marshals. The blood doesn't match. So where are the real marshals? Working on it. If you want to enter the Viper's Nest, you can try the barracks. If I was a marshal looking to lay low, I'd be in there. They don't let anyone in. I'll see what I can find.
Crystal obtained.
2! Oh, this is amazing. This is a relationship I can get behind. Carmelita's motive. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council? You know what this costs, right? A pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Suns family were barred from ever being on the council. You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from grace.
Investigator is here.
He was deceived by cosmic deceit, just as I was deceived by goddamn harmony. Bingo! Cosmic deceit deceived him with the promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo, I was about to call him Romeo, to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That would give Cosmic Deceit enough power to resurrect.
Doesn't add up.
Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing of the gods.
Thank you.
Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution and the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity. Yeah, that's the thing that confuses me most. Why would she be appointed to the... Why would the judge appoint her to a leadership role if she isn't allowed in the council? Like, being the leader isn't mean, like, her family was just barred from being on the council. It didn't bar them from like being on the syndicate or taking other roles. But still,
That's weird.
the ruling still stands. Carmelina's on the throne right now. Judge thinks they made the right call. It's a temporary situation. She's the highest rank outside of the council, and we're about to move to a new perfect island that Carmelina designed. This transition to our eternal home needs to go right, and she's best placed to get us through it. Has Carmelina protested the ruling in the past? That would be like... That would be like if... I would say that would be like if in the 70s, China started a war and we brought back Richard Nixon as president because he had the best relationship with China. That's like that. That would be kind of like that level. That's almost like that level of reasoning. Like, Carmelina's family was barred from being on the council, but she's the best person to lead everyone to Perfect 25 because she's the one that designed the island. It doesn't make sense. It's a conspiracy. Watch as whoever it is just a puppet for the true organization. It's more complicated than that. I wish it was that simple, Crafty Dragon. Like, every single person on the Syndicate has their own motive for wanting to kill the Council. Every single person. No one is beyond suspicion. She submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and get on the council. All have been denied though. Can I see these motions? Of course! I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything though. Hit me. About 25 years ago, Carmelita went into isolation for a year. No one saw her. Any idea why? She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor.
The investigator.
Oh
is
shit.
here.
My phone is about to die. Ugh. There we go. Why do you think this matters? You know, you got a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just need to say it out loud. Maybe it means something. I'll see what I find. I need to talk to these people again. Why would Doom Jazz kill the council? Cut the cash to pay for a secret? This is a big one. The Syndicate's origins aren't what they seem.
Thank you.
He knows the original secret. Before the first island during the Great Betrayal, Monster made a mistake that got Doom Jazz's father killed. This was before you joined up with the Syndicate. He was our original military general, a legendary soldier. I'd always heard rumors about him before I joined the Syndicate. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Monster made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly weapon. He was wrong. There was nothing there. Doom Jazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Monster's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half the Syndicate before we got away. The incident was struck from the history, but some of the existing council members know about it. Eyes Kwame likes to talk when he's had a drink, and Doom Jazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip.
What the hell?
Was?
I have my ways.
Eyes Kwame had some skeletons in his closet. That's right. Eyes Kwame is deader than dead. He got found out. The next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. History. They've been friends since the Great Betrayal, hadn't they? Eyes got Doom Jazz out of the torture chamber when he lost his arms. Doom Jazz refused to give up his medical setting even as the haunted ziggurat in Scotland was besieged. He was captured, tortured, and fled after Eyes broke him out. They were late joining up with the Syndicate and Doom Jazz missed his father's death. By that time, it had been covered up. Inquire, the day breaks. What do you know about Lydia and Sam?
Nice doing business with you.
I know that it will cost you.
Good work.
I know about their last job. What last job? Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It wasn't that easy. Once you're in that world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all of your duties. An assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job. She had to destabilize a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for regime change. Why didn't she tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. One thing that I'm not clear about is that we have all of these islands, yeah. All of these islands that die, and then a new one gets made, that one dies, a new one gets made, and so on and so forth. I get that whole process, right? That's pretty easy to understand. But What I don't understand is, are these islands connected to these other countries? Like, we still have Scotland and Romania and London and, well, not London, but Britain. Like, we still have all these other, like, real world countries. Do they exist in the same world as this island? Or is this like a separate reality? Are they referenced? Are they referenced? They literally just said, she literally just said that, that Lydia had to destabilize a country in Europe. So, yeah, they're heavily referenced. Like, everyone in the syndicate was born on a quote unquote real world island. Like, fucking Yuri Knight was born in, I think it was Nigeria, or it might have been Ethiopia. No, it was Ethiopia. I believe that islands exist in some pocket reality separate from Earth. You believe or you know, Jacob. There's a lot of stuff you can believe with this game. That doesn't mean that it's true. Shinri and Henry mention as such. Did Henry mention that? She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped her do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as the story they told everyone, is it?
Don't be coy.
Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that. Is this what the council murder is? A regime change? Who can say? Was it revenge? A crime of passion? A regime change? You got some investigating to do. Do you know why a witness would want to kill the council?
This business.
Let's see your crystal. I know Witness was going to despise Montserrat.
Thank you.
Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all. Montserrat was giving into paranoia. What about his precious, perfect island? History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods. 24 islands in and we weren't doing a good job.
Be coy.
Almost all of the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Montserrat didn't care though. He decided that was step 2. Montserrat was obsessed with the island sequences? He drifted that way. Most of the syndicate are self-serving and followed. Why worry about the gods if you can get a nicer apartment? Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed. So did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all. Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think it's just some self-radicalization.
I have my way.
He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the Astral Masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you got a healthy dose of the end times fear in you.
Strange.
So Witness murders the council to put the fear of the gods into them and refocus the syndicate on our holy mission? I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, that's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times.
That's weird.
How can we have the end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They never looked out for their own kind.
Experts breed men.
Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates. First Seal Marshals. You can't tell me anything about the marshal stationed at the First Seal. Already told you one of the gods was Voth, Akiko's lover. Akiko must be pretty upset.
Strange.
You haven't heard anything strange about the marshal in the night. Things take a little while to flow downstream. Need to wait for loose lips. That was some That was some prime info right there. There was some blood crystals well spent. You got any upgrades? Okay. More systems. I'll take it. Visions of the cosmos. Nice doing business. You need to solve this manually. Take a look in your inventory. You need more upgrades, you have to look elsewhere. That's the only one I have. You should try buying a drink if you haven't. Heat on the street is that dead Nebula knows where one is. I also heard one of the power station employees found something they shouldn't have.
Got it.
I'm on it.
Key item obtained.
Manually install. May your journey be endless. May you reach the moon. Try hanging out with Crimson. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I should. Wait a minute. I need to back away and then come back.
Crimson acid.
Cut time for a chat, Crimson. You find yourself on an island full of criminals, lady. Are you one? Are you one of them? A criminal plotting the downfall of paradise. Not for the crime you're investigating. What does that mean? All shops that you stock, my trade is secrets. I don't have a wholesale supplier I could get deliveries from. I'm not complaining. Illegal is always speedier, especially when it comes to secrets. Supply and demand, the islands have changed. We're the syndicate, the ruling elite. It is easy for everyone in that tower to think that crime is something everyone does but them. I'm just keeping on record. What you sell, you're the one buying. Relationship increased. Will I be able to do naughty things with Crimson later? I would very much enjoy that. I can't see Shinji's dick, which is disappointing. I need to talk to Witness. Witness is 137 meters that way. Yes, oh my god. That is the only thing I want right now. They happen off screen though. Son of a bitch! What's the point? Why do you gotta do this to me? It would be nice if I could just find the ring out here. This one. Well, they would get an AO rating if they did.
Getting saved.
Not really, they would get an M rating. I mean, fuck. Fucking, Neko Prada has an M rating. And it's just a full-on hentai. And, Huni Pop also has an M rating, I believe. And that's a full-on hentai, too. What is Witness? Am I going the right way? Where is he? Also have a night of fun with Doom Jazz if you hang out with him enough. I'm not that interested, honestly. Judge. Yeah, that's Henry. And Everyone is half naked anyway. Especially the guys. The guys hate wearing shirts. They just despise the wearing of shirts. Where the fuck did Witness go? Looking for Witness, yes. I was going towards him and now I can't even see him in the... Oh, there he is. Okay. That's why. He's up in the Syndicate apartments. Okay. Alright, I understand now. I think I need to ride the elevator. There he is. He, they, whatever. Looking like a luchador.
Witness to the end.
Under the gaze of the gods.
The so-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences. It's probably not a robot, actually. Witness to the end, overseer of each dying paradise. Born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981. I think he's the oldest one so far. The sign of destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. Is that Sanskrit on his chest? It might be. Esquio found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man, Esquio, older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure to be taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility, overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Good to see you again, Witness. Apologies for Starlight. I do remember you.
The holy masters.
Yep, that is fully Sanskrit. How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters?
Gods are watching us.
Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans.
Gods are displeased.
Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time foil is broken. The gods are displeased. We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme, our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder.
Times are low.
So many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods. Capricious idiots.
Investigator is here.
The gods are capricious idiots. Another sinner fallen from the light and into heresy, just like the rest of this island. We are devoted to them, but don't think they're righteous.
Crime cannot hide.
I'm here to read some truths, not do their work. You have forgotten our holy purpose as well. Too many have.
Strange.
What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The Syndicate has lost its way. I have not strayed from the path.
I am still bathed in the glory of the gods.
Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments. Or maybe it was a divine reminder. Our gods work in esoteric ways. It's almost like they don't have any ways at all. Maybe this is all random fucking nonsense. Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity?
Gods are displeased.
The sinner that allowed demons onto the island? Will you burn in the fire of justice? Oh, let me guess. You think it was definitely Henry too. How are you feeling about losing your jurisdiction?
Surely this is a judge.
Judge has no right. It just proves how far this island has fallen. A holy man should be allowed to do his holy work. What does she mean, losing his jurisdiction?
Investigate.
Now, how can I assist you with your holy work?
Crime cannot hide.
Do you believe Henry is responsible?
Under the gaze
All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was part of their divine will. But, do you believe Henry did it? It is not for me to question the gods. Make the syndicate great again, witness. Ha 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 ha.
The truth remains.
Witness, do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council?
Island is full of sinners.
Our holy mission has been left unattended for too long. Any number of sinners could have done it.
The gods are displeased.
Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting. Heavenly anger? Is that what happened last night?
Gods are radiant.
Our holy mission is to exalt and resurrect our astral masters. This has been forgotten. Too much focus has been put on the island sequences. What good are the islands if we are not raising our gods from slumber?
Gods are displeased.
The gods seethe with anger. I can feel it. The signs are all around us. Demons. Murder. Sin. The gods always punish those that sin. Those are the rules. The syndicate sins by not giving everything to our lords. Perhaps this was an act of punishment by the gods.
That's strange.
Do gods often use knives?
Gods are radiant.
Gods use instruments to carry out their will. Are you one of these instruments?
Gods are radiant.
We should all be servants of the gods. That isn't the same as being an instrument tapped to carry out their will. So anyone, including the pantheon of actual deities, could be responsible for the council murder. Righteous work is never easy work. I can use the information I got from Crimson Acid.
Why?
Why were you butting heads with Montserrat so much? What does that have to do with anything?
I need to investigate this.
I need to know why someone was clashing with a murder victim.
Times are low.
Our leader was not following the holy mission. His focus was on the island sequences and not the gods. Let me pander. Sounds like he was straying from the path.
Gods are radiant.
Yes, I am glad you understand. Our first priority is to prostrate ourselves before the gods, not build ourselves a nice home. If our islands fail, then that is the will of the gods. If we trust in them, we will be saved.
Don't like this.
Does that make you angry enough to kill?
Of course not.
I know you must ask these questions, but it pains me to hear you question my loyalty and faith.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
You voted against every proposal we put forward, didn't you? That is the point of our democratic meetings. I was about to say demonic meetings. That is the point of our demonic meetings. We all have a say on the direction of the syndicate. His direction veered away from our holy mission. I voiced my disagreement with it.
Got it.
What kind of proposals were they?
The gods are displeased.
Advancements towards the so-called Perfect 25. I don't care about our new home being perfect if the gods are not there to celebrate with us.
Of course not.
Look out to the ocean of madness. So many pyramids set empty.
Gods are
24 island sequences and we only have one pyramid resident. We are capable of so much more.
Why?
Why haven't we done more? Montserrat had other plans. Grand resurrections could wait until the island sequences were solved.
the gods are
What is the point of Perfect 25 if the gods we made and paid? I wanted to remind Montserrat of the syndicate's purpose, so I voted against everything he and the rest of the council put forward.
Crime cannot hide.
Did you remind her with a knife by any chance? Absolutely not. Do you have motive for killing the council?
the glory of the gods.
I am a humble servant striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path. Am I taking your word up for that? What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path? The gods, of course. The gods want you to kill the council. Don't be ridiculous. Alright, there you have it. Who do you follow? The will of the gods. Did the gods want the council to die? They did not. Can't get more concrete than that. Thank you, witness to the end.
Where?
Where were you last night? I spent the night here in my apartment. By yourself. The architect came to visit me. There you go. A rare social call. She was with me at the time of the killings. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting.
Why?
It doesn't really matter if they fucked or not. I don't see how that would relate. Why did she come to visit you? It was unusual. She wanted to spend the last minutes of this withering island with me. It has been quite an age since we spent time together socially. Was there anything odd about her behavior?
Gods are watching us.
We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine I've been saving prepared to say goodbye to paradise.
To investigate this.
And you two were in each other's company all evening. I slipped onto my balcony to make a call, to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting, no more than 5 minutes.
What time?
What time was this call? Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry. I'll follow up with the Grand Marshal. Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment. Do you have any proof that you were both in your apartment? The nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check for yourself. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously. Paranoia, got it. Thank you for your cooperation. Maybe this is the one person that knows anything about KHX. What do you know about KHX's disappearance? Nothing. He often went for periods of isolation. Sorry I can't help more, Lady Love dies. Did you see Yuri last night? He is secretary to the architect. Have you spoken to her? What do you know about the second holy seal? Nothing, Lady Love dies. It is a mystery to everyone on the island. No one knows anything about the second seal. What do you know about Henry's escape? Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her? Doomed Jazz, assuming that you asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors.
The gaze of the gods.
The end of an island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales, all hanging in the balance.
Blasphemy!
Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know. That's one thing. This citizen brought demons onto the island, killed his mother, and now possibly killed the council just for the act of bringing in the demons alone. Why did they keep him as a prisoner? Why didn't they execute him? What was the purpose for keeping him alive? That I'm confused about.
Don't test me.
So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape.
Are the gods work in esoteric ways?
Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission? Did you see the architect last night?
Surely this is a joke.
I don't know what to tell you other than what I have already said. She came to spend the evening with me here. If you want to know what she did before that, you need to ask her. Did you see Crimson Acid last night? I didn't see her, Love dies. Did you see the doctor last night? The doctor claimed to be in his clinic all night. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? The monster's movements have been recorded by the Grand Marshal. Henry also supposedly killed the Syndicate's exorcist Grace Bloodlines when they tried an exorcism, if you recall. That too! Why keep the motherfucker around? And now he possibly, even if he didn't actually kill the council, which I wholeheartedly believe that he did not do it, he's still a very convenient scapegoat for whoever actually did. Why? Why would you want to keep the demonically possessed bringer of the apocalypse around? Why? 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 What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry is a curse on us all. His possession 10 years ago condemned the island. There is nothing else to know. The dead zone is a reminder of his crime. Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside of the council building? Is this case now open and closed? Do you believe there is more? Have you scoured the council building? May you fly with destroyed Eden, and may you reach the moon. I think the way it works is that everyone greets each other with the sign that they were born under. It does seem weird. Wonder if there is a reason, for sure. Statue of the prophet crying grayish, the god unless he weeps at the visions of the future he cannot unsee. Plants collector. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes he gives them as gifts and then hounds you to take proper care of the most fragile plants on the planet. The Holy Catalyst. Witness the end's phone. Witness this phone can take this to the comms tower and verify its location. Relics from Persia from beyond, from before the Great Betrayal. There are early depictions of gods and demons. I found Witness's opponents in his apartment. You found or you took. Witness told me that he received a phone call from Akiko. I can check the story out if I plug into the comms tower. Polite luxury chocolates. The standard gift given to the host when syndicate members visit each other. Well-loved secateurs obtained. A cross-person's tools are a thing of beauty. The grip has been worn to the perfect fit for the user's hands over years of use. I was about to say, does the council actually get in the way of the witness's holy mission? Because here he is angry that the syndicate isn't working harder to resurrect the gods, as he believes that creating new islands is sole purpose is to give birth to gods, and that there's only one around. And here the council is trying to create a new island. I think he does have a very strong motive for killing the council still. Because he could connect it as this is just more another fruitless gesture by the council. Like here they are making a 25th island when the 24th was also unsuccessful. And yet they proclaim that this 25th island will be the perfect one, but their track record is not very good. So I could see him high software. Oh right, I need to install the Cosmos. So, I could see him on an unrelated matter asking if there's any chance that Henry's inhibitors could come undone and the demon possession could overpower him again. And then him using that knowledge that he has for an unrelated reason to murder the council that he has lost faith in. I could see that being the truth. Nope. And back to goat. We got a half moon situation here. Nope.
The investigator is here.
These are the logs of who entered and exited the building last night. Let's see. 5:34, witness enters. 8:58, Carmelina arrives and witness buzzers her in. 23:58, the guard justice marshals arrive to secure the building. Witness and Carmelina exit. 3:31, witness returns. These logs are sealed by the Nightmare computer. They can't be tampered with. Witness and Carmelina have alibis. Okay. So Witness and Carmelina did not leave their apartment. Or did not leave Witness's apartment. I have more information, but I feel like it's slipping through my fingers right now. I do not yet have enough information to arrive at my truth yet. So, I'm actually... I know I said we'll go longer for tonight, but I'm actually really hungry, and I did not have dinner before this. So I'm going to end things here for today. I might continue with this tomorrow. It's either going to be tomorrow or Thursday, or both days, depending. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing this through to the end. So, thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. I hope that this is not a too confusing of a game. to follow for those that are just jumping in or just watching this in the background. I'm genuinely entertained by this. This is really, really interesting. This is a pretty interesting experience. Very very cerebral in a way, but like cerebral in a way where it can still be understood, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm liking this. So thank you everyone. It has a lot of info to digest, but it is intriguing, huh? Yeah, exactly. Like I want to know more. I want to know like how all of this connects, like how it's all going to come together. I'm waiting to find something that brings all of these disparate parts together. That aha! That's how it is. But I feel like that I'm not gonna get that, but I'm hoping that I do. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go and make some dinner, take a shower, and get some rest. So yes, thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Please follow if you haven't already so you don't miss out on all this awesome content. Until next time, ja mata, bye bye, good night.